weight loss is not linear. It's not always linear anyway. It's not linear every single week, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Progress in life, in anything you're trying to progress in life, peaks, troughs, you know, it's never a straight line progress. You know what it looks like? It looks like this: up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So it's just like this. Weight loss isn't linear when it comes to physique development anyway. And there's a few reasons why, and I'm gonna let you know. So weight loss isn't always linear, and that's something that I see regularly with clients and in check-ins. Bro, I stuck to the plan, but my weight didn't drop. Did they throw a strop? They're letting the scales determine their mood for the day when they've ticked every box. And like I say, constant repetition carries conviction. So if you're a good box ticker and you've stuck to the plan, we've got nothing to worry about. Only worry if you know you haven't stuck to it. Anyway, weight loss isn't linear, and some of the things, even regardless of sticking to a plan, why your weight might not be shifting in the right direction. That's sort of what I want to cover today. Just going over a few reasons, basic reasons why weight might rise. Great ways to track metrics and things like that. So if you start working on your physique journey, right, and you've not trained in a while, and you're now back in your groove, you're back in your bag, as they say, and you're focusing on physique development. So first week, we've not been to the gym, let's say 3 months, we get back in the gym, we started a diet, started a bit of cardio, maintenance caloric baseline, we get things moving, we've smashed the gym, we've got to scales on the Friday, we've jumped on them, weight's gone up, not down. Fuck. Oh man, I just started dieting, I've done everything well, and what are we looking at here? You've just got back to training, right? You've just got back to training after not training for a while. Sometimes when you train, your body induces DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, yeah? So we induce some DOMS, which cause the body to have an inflammatory response and hold a bit of water. Have you ever trained legs and the next day you feel they're super puffy and heavy? Water retention from an inflammatory response, because your body is creating some muscular breakdown. Yeah. So again, a lot of the time is when people have had a long layoff and they get back to training, it's that inflammatory response from coming back to training hard that is causing you to hold some fluid and water. And that's sometimes why the scale weight is up. It's temporary, it will pass. So do bear that in mind. And especially when it comes to physique development, yes, the scale weight is one metric, but it's about body composition. It's about, do you feel good? Have you ticked your boxes? All right, I'm moving in the right direction. And a lot of the time is, especially if you've trained and then you stopped and you train again and you've got muscle memory, if you've had a layoff from training, you could come back to training and your weight could slowly get heavier before it gets lighter. And that just comes with physique development, and that comes in a phase of, I call that, you know what, some clients have to say, hey mate, weight's not moving, but we're looking better. That's body recomping, and that's the best way you can go about it. Staying the same but improving, why, by all means. I don't want to get lighter. So we're looking at sort of the body recomp phase here, body composition, physique development. So yes, weight is one metric, but base everything off the visuals. Have a good eye. How did I look today? How do I look in 2 weeks' time if weight's the same? Am I better? Am I feeling better? Is my mood better? Is my appetite better? Is my sex drive better? Is my commitment better? Look at things as a whole. And that's something that I would say is, let's not forget it's physique development. It's not Weight Watchers. As I said here, if you just want to lose weight, go to Weight Watchers. However, in an ideal world, 8 out of 10 times, if you're in a deficit for a prolonged period of time, scale weight will just start dropping from the start. But for some people, it will take 2 or 3 weeks to see that. And that 2 or 3 weeks is great because that allows you to create habit before we move into sort of chasing scale weight. So yes, scale weight is a great tool, but visuals are also a great metric as well. Yeah. And that's why we look at the progress metrics here. Like, what are the progress metrics that we can look at? If you're someone that likes measurements, you can do waistline measurements. Some of the females we work with do waistline measurements. We can do scale weight. Scale weight works in 2 ways. You can do it once a week on a Friday, or you can do it 3 times a week to get a trend of your low of the week, or you can do it daily. Daily is great if you're mentally headstrong, but some people have fluctuations day to day and they can get obsessed with the scale. I advise clients once to twice a week. Let's find an average there. As I said, measurements every 4 weeks, just seeing if we've dropped a bit off. The visuals, take pictures and compare them every 3 to 4 weeks. So there's a lot of metrics we can use here as well. In the body recomp phase, are we stronger? Are we stronger now than we was 4 weeks ago? Stronger muscles, a bigger muscle, typically. So we're looking at that, but visuals versus scale, they work together. I'm not saying one's better than the other. The scale for me is my preferred metric. That's what I run most of my data and changes off. But then also having the eye in this game for a long time, I'll go off visuals. So they both work well. That's me. I'm not really a measurement guy, if that makes sense. And like I said, why weight may rise. You've stuck to your plan, training's good. We might have an inflammatory response. And I always say to my clients, if you weigh after leg day, you need to let me know. Because what else induces water is stress. When you train legs super hard, you get inflammation from training legs, but your body is under stress. Your brain doesn't say, hey bro, training's fun, let's. Your body's under stress, it's fighting against it. It's under stress, holding a lot of water from an inflammatory response. So inflammation is one of the reasons why your scale weight might be titrating up when you're sticking to the plan. So what I would do there, I would move your check-in date as far away from the leg day as you can and see if that makes a difference. Late eating, if you haven't had a good time of fasting period, 10 to 12 hours, you've eaten at midnight, you're up at work at 5, you weighed in. Not enough time to break down food and digest, not enough sleep to recover. So eating late, sleep and recovery. So what I'd be doing here, I like to give myself a 12 to 14 hour fast window. I just like it for digestion. I think it's optimal. I think for cognitive function in the morning, it's optimal to hold off that first meal one. So late eating could be one of the reasons why weight rises. Inflammatory response could be one of the reasons weight rises. Started medication. Well, let's say started a new supplement, started creatine. There's going to be a loading phase. You're going to induce water intramuscular. Weight's going to rise. Medication. Yeah. Gone to the doctors. They give me naproxen. They give me penicillin. They give me antibiotics. Sometimes these medications have an inflammatory response. The same way when you start anabolic steroids, there's an inflammatory response from starting that holding a layer of water intramuscular. And also, the woman's cycle. Typically, females, when you go into the women's cycle, 2 to 4 pounds of bloat's going to occur either side. So beware, if you're weighing around your women's cycle, weight's going to rise. So these are just a few things to let you know, weight loss isn't linear. There may be some peaks and troughs. There may be some things that's going to make weight rise, but continue to stick to the plan.